Hi, parents and grandparents and caretakers of the children. Last week I did a video taking you through the kids' packets, and I'm going to do that again this week. I think it's easier for me to tell you about it and for you to understand if I just show you. So that's what I'm going to do today. So I have Adeline's book bag right here. And what I want you to notice first is that your kids are going to get books, and this week their books are themed to go along with our gorge studies for animal classifications. So there's a whole bunch of books for Adeline and also for your child, and they're all about animals. Now we're going to have animal classification next week, and then the week after the kids are going to write reports about one of their favorite animals. There's like, she's got chimpanzees and ducks and what animals eat. She's got insects. She's got a lot of different kinds of animals, insects, birds, mammals. And so when they read their books and they read them to you, ask them, hey, this book's about a dog or a puppy, what animal classification is that? Or this book's about a bee, what animal classification is that? And they should be able to tell you. They've been learning that this whole week. So that's the importance of this week's, all about animals. That's our focus. And then we're going to also think about nonfiction writing, read about the world. And so then after that, we have, for writing's also going to be, oh, hold on. We're going to continue on. We're going to continue with our all about animals, and writing and gorge studies go together. So last week they did mammals, and then they wrote their own page, and they need 3 pictures of 3 different mammals and then 2 facts. So make sure you take a look at those. They did insects and the characteristics of insects, and then they did the same thing on this page. 3 different insects and 2 facts. And then we didn't have school, so today they should have done birds and the characteristics of birds, and 3 facts of 3 different pictures of birds and 2 good facts about birds. So Monday they'll start in amphibians, then reptiles, and fish. And then after that, they're going to do a whole page on animal classification because they'll know everything. So this is going to cover that. And then they're going to do their own drawings. Then they have a whole section on animal babies. So this will go really continue on into this week, into next week. So it's literally 3 weeks. Then after that, they're going to do an animal classification flip book. But that's why, and that's all about writing and gorge studies. They're going to be combined because there's so much writing in gorge studies with animal classifications. So make sure they have this. If they lost it, let me know. It's really important for them to have this. And then I'll give them a copy. Then for word study, I did some assessing. I'm not quite done yet, but I did notice that some kids really, really, really need to work on getting to know their letters. So for those kids, what I did is I took their name. This is Jack. I took their name, and then for each letter of their name, they're going to get to know that letter. They started with their name at the beginning of the year, but we're going to revisit that. So Jack has a J-A-C-K. Those are the letters he's going to learn this week. If they have a longer name, I gave Finn knows his name F-I-N. Those are the only 3 letters. So for Finn, I gave him Colin. That's his brother. And so he'll get to know C-O-L-I-N. So if your child gets their name, they're going to get all the letters in their name, and they're going to practice those letters for the next 1 or 2 weeks, okay? And then if they run out of letters, I'm going to have them practice their last name, but I want it to be really familiar to them so they know, hey, this is my name. I know how to spell it. I know all the letters in that. I know what a J looks like. I know how to write a J, and I know things that start with J. It's very important. Then I was also noticing for a lot of our kids, beginning and ending sounds are not coming to them as easily as I thought they should be. So every day I'm going to have them, they're going to get one of these worksheets and they're going to say grapes, grapes, and then they're going to say g. What letter is that? S. What letter is that? What does it begin with? What does it end with? And they have these to do front and back every day. But what you can do as parents is you can say, hey, look at the bowl of goulash that I just made. What does goulash start with and end with? Just quiz them all day about that. That'd be great. And then we're going to continue on with the mystery of the silent E and ask your kids what 3 things make you know that a word has a silent E. They'll be able to say there is an E at the end, it doesn't make a sound, and it turns the vowel into a long vowel to make it sound like itself. And they'll know that. They're investigating that this week. Kindergarten math, you guys that we're going to start introducing them to money. So they have worksheets, and they also have a little package of pennies. So they'll be doing this with me before they do their worksheets. So I'm going to teach them hands-on, and then they're going to do their worksheets. First grade, I'm not sure what Mrs. Wold has, sorry. And then I think then I give you guys, they're going to do 2 watercolors for animals. One's going to be, what is it going to be? One's going to be a bee. I know that. And the other one are birds. And they make like really pretty dots, and then they outline them with their Sharpie and make a bird out of them. So they have 2 sheets of watercolor. Then they have 3 or 4 sheets of white construction paper, so they can do their own art. And then I put extra supplies in. And these look used. The kids won't like that, but they're barely used, gently used. And these work perfectly fine for them. So they have a watercolor. I threw in 2 more pencils and some glue sticks, okay? And then they have a little treat of just some stickers. So that's this week. So our main focus is going to stay on animals, animal classification, getting them ready to be informed so they can write a report on animals. Nonfiction, that's what we're focused on. And learning our letters, learning our beginning and ending sounds, and continuing within the investigation of the silent E. So if you guys have any questions for me, email me and call me. But just to know, your packets are ready to pick up. And I can't wait to see you. If you have any trouble getting your packets, then let me know and I'll bring them to you. I don't mind doing that. Okay, thanks. Have a good weekend. Bye. See you Tuesday.